Hey everybody, it's Rebel here, and we are back with writing our summer song. Today we're going to talk about writing, quote unquote, writing guitar solos and what I go through whenever we introduce a song that is of a different style or genre than our usual punch you in the face kind of hard rock that we do. Let's get into it.
Rockin' you since '82.
So when I do guitar solos and a lot of the guitar tones and stuff that we do for songs, we're using a lot of in-your-face kind of hard rock sounds, you know. So when we take on a little different song like this, I've got to think through what exactly we're going to make the guitar tones be to fit the style of the song. And it's fun because I get to dive into different artists and how they do things, and I've really been excited about the guitar solo that I'm going to put together for this summer song that we're doing. One thing I want to clarify is that to get the tone that I just gave you there isn't necessarily exactly the IronFist tone, but it's close enough. You get the feel for it. But it takes some time to kind of back things down. Now I wanted to again clarify with the IronFist tone that there's not as much stuff on there as you might think. There's a little bit of distortion, a little bit of reverb, some compression, and that's about. There's a little chorus on that. I don't normally use chorus on it, but there was on that. So I'm just trying to figure out what tone we go for. And first of all, we're going to turn off all the effects on our amp. And most of the time for this work, I just am using a little Black Star Fly, just a real cheap little amp. You don't have to have anything real fancy. So we'll see what we get there to start. You may be thinking, what does this have to do with songwriting? A lot, because if I'm going to write a guitar solo, if I'm going to work on ad-libbing a guitar solo or whatever it is that I'm going to do, I like to work with the sound I'm going for in the end because I get a better feel for it. So I need to do a little work on this here and see exactly what we've got, how to get it a little cleaner. Actually, that's not bad. I normally work off of my bridge pickup, but I just went to the neck pickup, so here's the difference. And that's both. So maybe I need to blend those two. Play with that a little bit and see what we come up with here. Now, I'm not going to come up with everything for the solo right now because I don't know the exact chord progressions and stuff like that, but I do know that for this simple type of style of music, things are pretty straightforward. We're working in a pentatonic scale, so we'll be working in A because the song is written in A. So the first, the fourth, the fifth, and the minor sixth, which would be A, E, D, and F sharp minor. And those are the chords we're working in. So we're going to be working in the key of A, which is just basically a pentatonic scale. So that's cool. We'll keep it simple. We might do a little octave. Helps if you play it in A instead of G. Sorry. Stuff like that. So I was playing with this a little bit. somewhere in that area. I don't know. Until I hear the chord progression and so forth. But I just want to get a feel for the style. I'm not necessarily playing, any Beach Boys solos. I'm not trying to replicate that. I'm just fooling around in the scale, seeing what I come up with. Funny, that chord right there is one also that's an AC/DC uses that a lot. So it tells you kind of the roots of some of this stuff. I like the tone, I like the feel of it, I like where that's going. I'm going to go and just lay in a few chords. I don't know exactly the chord progression that Scott's going to use in the break itself. We haven't really talked about that yet, but he will. I don't know how many bars I'm going to have to fool around in, but we'll know. But I'm just going to put together real quickly something to just practice some riffing. Okay, so what I basically did was just go in and just lay the chorus in as something to play with, because I don't really care to be perfectly accurate. My point in this right now is not to make an accurate representation of the guitar solo, but rather share my thought processes and my work processes, because this is songwriting, on how I get to writing a guitar solo at the end. Because I may not sit down and write note for note what I'm playing, but my solos are pretty well thought out. I don't do a lot of just ad-lib stuff when I solo. We do have that in the concert when we play live. We'll do a free jam, and Frank and I both will riff back and forth off of each other and stuff like that. But for the songs, I try to pretty much stick to some plan for the solo. So here's what I did, just the chorus. All through the summer, from the backyard to the beach, the good times always are in reach. Gonna rock and roll all through the summer. So like I said, it's the chorus. I'm excited about this song. So I'm not gonna share every bit of it with you, but I'm gonna just riff a little bit and see what I come up with to go with that. Hang on. In my process, I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to mute it, and I'm going to try something else, because I did everything there pretty much in first position, and I want to try going up the neck a little bit, and I don't know, probably, well, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly, because I'm just making it up as I go, but I'm thinking that some of the stuff I was doing here, so I could see doing that, maybe going up an octave, then back down. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Let's try it. I like the feel of it. I like the sound of it. I'm not sure I've got the tempo for the song right, but that's the direction I'm heading with it. I think doing some down low, some up high, And again, I'm just making that up as I go, so that's kind of the nature of a free jam. But it gives me a feel for where I'm going to take this. So I'm going to listen to those two and see which one I like better. Maybe I'll mix and match them, probably not. We'll go from there. One more time, I'm going to try something a little different, see how this goes. It's just making it up as we go. Oops, gotta have that click track on or I'm not going to do well. I'm liking that. Yeah, I can go places with that. Okay, so I put together a little treat for y'all here. And I'm going to give you this with just room sound at the moment. And then I'll go ahead and I think I'll master this and send it again so you can hear a little picture of what it could feel like when this song is done. So here we go. So I'm going to insert now the mastered track. And understand this is just quick and dirty, so don't expect perfection. And this isn't even the final tracks or anything. It's just a drum loop. It's conceptual. It starts, I'm sharing with you because we're doing songwriting. It's not about recording and all that stuff, but it's about how I start to get my mind moving in the direction of what I'm going to do when it comes to finally doing the guitar solo that I need to do for this song. So here we go. Let's play your dairy. Or not. Oh yeah. Now let me make a couple other things clear here on this as well, that I don't know what chord progressions we're going to be using here. If I did know, I don't remember, and that's okay. I don't need to. I know Scott mentioned about bringing in the sixth, the minor sixth, I should say. You know, it doesn't really matter. That's the beautiful thing about doing the scales or doing the solos in the pentatonic scale is it's neither major nor minor, and it works, and you can play around and you can have fun. And I'm probably going to do a little more diving down into Beach Boys, Jan and Dean, other songs of this era, and just refresh my mind on some of those classic guitar licks. I'm using a few of those there, but I know there's a ton more I'm not. My point here is not to show you a completed, here's what the final solo is going to be, but rather how I start to compose, and I say that loosely because I'm not composing, but how I'm in songwriting, how I'm conceptualizing where I'm going to go with a guitar solo. If this was the final solo in the song, would I be ashamed of it? Absolutely not. It's simple. It's just meat and potatoes, rock and roll, beach music. Not beach music, but Beach Boys style music. Just fun, fun, fun. Till my daddy took my PC away. I don't know. So anyway, that's my thought processes. Drop it down there in the comments. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to bat this back over the net to Scott now, and he will have a lot to say. He's probably working on stuff, and he didn't even know I was putting this one out. So this is going to be a surprise to him as well. All right, catch you on the next one. Rock!